So, unfortunately, one of the coolest places that I know about is shutting down. So it's a place that did like furniture auctions and like they'd buy stuff and sell it after fixing it up, I think. But the thing that was really cool is they did a lot of a lot of weird military surplus stuff. Nothing as cool as they have like at airplane graveyards in the States and stuff. I'm just really not in the area for it. But I got like a really old. There's lots of like Canadian Armed Forces stuff that passed through. Like there's lots of like nylon webbing and stuff there that they have, like nylon straps, all sorts of weird electronic components. They had like little things that took 12-volt bulbs that were like olive drab, and they had a little shield so that you could dim the amount of light so that you were less visible. All sorts of really cool stuff like that, like a really big anti-glass relay. I got like a sonar high voltage power switch. Really weird, random stuff, and it was so cool. I only found out about it a couple of years ago, and now they're shutting down, which is just a gut punch. It really sucks. And so I picked up 5 of these Grimes instrument. What do they call them? Instrument post light, I think. Instrument panel post light. So this is actually for aircraft, and so these ones are supposed to be red, and they, what do you call it? So they were just there for lighting up aircraft instrumentation. So you can see it's matte black, so it doesn't have any reflectance or anything. It's shrouded, so it only has this little tiny window, and I think these are supposed to be 12 volt. And so you would mount them in and screw that in. Unfortunately, it's not doing it now. But unfortunately, I tried powering these all up. I tried a range from 12 all the way up to 28 volts. No signs of life whatsoever, sweeping through the voltages. And oh yeah, there we go. So when you shake it up, when you bring it close and shake it, I don't remember which microphone is the main one. Basically, you can hear what's probably the filament inside dead, which is really disappointing because I don't know how they did it with a clear lens, but like an incandescent red light in this little package. I wish I had gotten more of them, even though they're broken. It's just a really cool little thing that'll probably come in handy for some neat little projects. Like it would be neat for like a little Nixie clock or something. Just this sort of like weird kind of military style thing that you don't see often. I really like that sort of stuff. I mean, I've got a CDB 700 Geiger counter because that's one of those oddball pseudo military sort of things that you don't really see. So I guess now I have to convert these to LED or maybe find a red incandescent bulb. I'd like to keep that old school aesthetic because incandescent is going to have a wider spectrum of light. It's going to have a certain quality to it that you just can't really replicate with LEDs. So looking at it, I think this little tab here is actually how they assemble the thing. So I'm just going to hopefully gently pry on that. And I'm hoping that's enough. Oh, yeah. Oh! Okay. These don't have lights in them. So these would take a little tiny bulb of some sort. So the rattling around is something in the post there. So these are actually just spares of the housings. And yeah, so those are all the like Canadian Armed Forces, labels on them. So these are actually just housings. So I guess I'll have to find what type of LED or what type of bulb these things take. That's going to be hard to do. I mean that or make a drop-in LED of some sort. So the rattling I'm hearing is this little tiny shaft, and even though I was holding it, it was still rattling up there. So you can see there's that little pin in the bottom there. Hang on, let me put the flash on and zoom in. There's that little pin down there. Oh, and it's that little insulating washer that I was hearing shake around. So that little clear disc is what I was hearing shake around. So yeah, these actually just take a bulb, so I just need to find bulbs for them. Okay. I'll see if I can do that and then add that onto this video. Or maybe I'll just leave it as is. So if you have one of these that's new old stock and not working, it is probably just missing a bulb. Because apparently, yeah, they didn't include a bulb with them. Weird. But they're easy to take apart. So yeah, it's just bend that little tab upwards a little bit. And then you can pull this section right off. Nice. I should try and model this. This would be nice to resin print to make more of. Because these things are going for a lot on eBay. I paid not even 50 cents each for these. People are selling these for like 20, 30 bucks. Although they do have bulbs in them, so, you know, there you go.